Greetings and welcome to Homeo Mirror, the exclusive platform dedicated to promoting classical homeopathy. We are excited to introduce our groundbreaking digital library on the mind rubrics from Kent's Repertory. In this first volume, we explore 250 rubrics from the mind chapter of Kent's Repertory, presented in an accessible manner with the aid of realistic 3D animations. So without wasting much time, let's get started. In the launch event, we will show you examples of 10 rubrics explained in a very innovative way.
The rubric abandoned describes a state of emotional distress characterized by feelings of neglect or being deserted. This term is often associated with patients who express a sense of being unloved, uncared for, or isolated from others. Patients may feel a profound sense of loneliness and despair, often believing that they have been left behind by loved ones or society. Feelings of abandonment can be linked to various mental health issues, including anxiety, depression, and personality disorders. Individuals may exhibit behaviors such as crying, seeking reassurance, or expressing feelings of worthlessness. Let's show you some examples.
My life has entirely changed ever since my brother has come home. No one has time for me now. Does Mom not need me anymore?
I'm neither good-looking nor good at studying. That's why maybe no one wants to be friends with me. No one even talks to me nicely. Am I really that bad? Does no one need me?
Akayash, when will you understand that I am also a human being in the end? I have my own dreams and desires too. If you just needed someone to do household chores and take care of everyone, you could have hired a maid. Do you even really need me or not?
Anguish is a very intense feeling of pain or suffering, often related to emotional distress. It can happen when someone is feeling extremely sad, worried, or hurt. Imagine feeling so upset that it feels heavy in your heart or like a weight on your chest. It's a deep, overwhelming sadness or anxiety that can be hard to cope with.
I never even thought in my dreams that I would have to see a day when I feel completely alone. Those whom I considered my family with great pride have all turned out to be selfish. After all, who should a person trust? I had no expectation from my brothers that they would do this to me. I had raised everyone like a father, and today I am nothing to them.
Disgust is a strong feeling of dislike or repulsion towards something. It often happens when we encounter something that we find unpleasant, dirty, or offensive. For example, you might feel disgusted by a bad smell, spoiled food, or something that looks gross. Disgust can make you want to avoid or get away from whatever is causing that feeling. It's a natural emotion that helps protect us from things that could be harmful or unpleasant. What kind of way is this to eat, Samir? Seeing you eat like this is making me feel very disgusted.
Egotism is when someone thinks very highly of themselves and often talks about their own achievements, feelings, or opinions. It can make them seem self-centered or overly focused on their own importance, sometimes ignoring or not caring about others. In simple terms, it's being too full of yourself.
Excuse me, madam. Can I come in?
No, not now. Clear out.
What a proud woman she is. Are we employees or her father's servants?
Ennui is a feeling of boredom and dissatisfaction that comes from having nothing to do or feeling unfulfilled. It's that sense of weariness or restlessness when life feels dull and uninteresting. In simple terms, it's a deep, tired boredom.
What kind of life is this? It's completely boring. There's no fun and no excitement. Work like a donkey all week and just sleep on Sundays. There's no enjoyment in life.
Rubric, disturbed, averse to being, refers to a strong dislike or discomfort that a person feels when their peace, focus, or personal space is interrupted. This aversion can manifest in various situations, such as when someone is working, relaxing, or engaged in a task that requires concentration.
Simi, listen, I was thinking that if you are free this weekend, why don't we go somewhere for 2 days? I have become a bit too stressed with my work. It's important to take a break. What do you say?
How many times have I told you, Vishal, that when I am working, you shouldn't disturb me? Do you know how annoyed I get?
An excitable person is someone who gets easily stimulated, whether due to happiness, anger, or any other emotion. Such individuals are often very active in expressing their feelings and tend to react quickly even to small matters.
Throw these numbers loosely. 90,293 people in this mammoth stadium. Here's the first ball. It's a miss hit. It's a miss hit. The catch is taken.
Amit, calm down. It's just a cricket match. Why do you get so excited over every little thing?
Shut up. What do you know about how important the India versus Pakistan match is?
Full. Has he got the timing right? Has he got the timing right? Oh, it's gone for 6. Now he's asking for the height. How?
The rubric "estranged family from her" in Kent's Repertory refers to a state of emotional disconnection or distance that a person feels towards their family. It often indicates feelings of dissatisfaction or conflict that lead to a withdrawal from familial relationships, highlighting a sense of isolation or abandonment.
I can't take it anymore. Every time I say something or express my opinion, you all start trying to prove me wrong instead of understanding me.
Daughter, we speak for your and everyone's well-being, but you remain stubborn about your own opinions.
Daughter, we all care about you. Whatever we say is for your well-being. But you don't want to understand. What has happened to you that you argue and fight with us over every little thing? You weren't like this before.
Dad, I'm not getting time for myself. I have my own life and my own ambitions apart from you all. I can't spend my entire life just listening to you and serving you anymore. I don't feel that sense of belonging in this house anymore. It feels like I'm living in a stranger's home. Sometimes, I even wish to just leave everything behind and go somewhere. Doubtful about recovery refers to a situation where there is uncertainty or skepticism regarding the likelihood of recovering from an illness, injury, financial loss, or any other adverse condition.
Ritu, you didn't come to the office for 2 days? Did you go out somewhere to roam?
No, I was feeling a bit unwell.
Why, what happened?
It's the same old migraine problem. I couldn't get out of bed for 2 days.
Why don't you show it to a good doctor?
I've shown it to so many doctors, but there hasn't been any significant improvement.
I know a very good doctor. If you want, I can fix your appointment.
This is a very old illness, dear. Will it ever get better? I have my doubts.
People come from far and wide to see him. They say he has magic in his hands. Just show it to him once. Who knows? You might get better.
If you're saying so, I will consult, but I don't have much hope.
The word discouraged is an adjective that describes a state of feeling disheartened, demotivated, or lacking confidence. When someone is discouraged, they may feel a sense of disappointment or hopelessness, often as a result of facing challenges, setbacks, or failures. This feeling can lead to a decrease in motivation to pursue goals or take action.
I won't be able to do it. I should quit my job.
Priya, there is no reason to be so disappointed. This was your first project. Next time, you can do even better. There is no need to feel so disheartened. We are all here to help you.
A rubric, you will be able to recognize it even if a patient articulates their feelings in a unique way. During this online launch event, we will first demonstrate how the same feeling can be expressed in multiple ways by different patients. Today, we will focus on the rubric impatience. Impatience is the feeling of being restless or anxious because you want something to happen quickly or you can't wait for something. When someone is impatient, they may feel frustrated or annoyed if things are taking too long or not. The people who are impatient, they tend to react in different ways that shows their impatient nature. It also has to be kept in mind that the reaction of an individual towards impatience can come out in various ways like anger, frustration, restlessness, anxiety. While considering the most appropriate rubric, one has to evaluate the intensity of both impatience and the intensity of his reaction towards impatience. Sometimes the intensity of reaction towards impatience may be of such high intensity that it will overshadow the symptom impatience itself. In such cases, the reaction will have more value. Let's show you some examples. In this example, one can clearly see the impatience building on her face. Here, the emotion of impatience is dominant in the situation.
Geeta, bring the tea. Geeta, did you hear? Bring the tea.
Yes, I'm coming right now.
What are you doing, Geeta? I've been sitting here for so long.
Oh, I'm coming. Just wait for 2 minutes. Ugh, can't you be a little patient? I was just making the tea. In this example, one can clearly see that impatience is leading to frustration and anger. Different people may react entirely differently to impatience. Let's show you another example.
Mom, when will Dad come?
He will come, dear.
But we were supposed to go watch a movie today, right?
That's a show at 7 p.m., dear. Dad will arrive before that.
Mom, look at the time. Can you please call Dad once?
It's not even 5 o'clock yet. He will come. How many times have you asked the same question? Just have a little patience.
In the repertory, there are many rubrics that may have similar meanings. To ensure that we construct a perfect totality, it is important for us to pick the most appropriate rubric. Hence, it becomes crucial for us to learn to differentiate between rubrics that have similar meanings. As we progress on this journey, we will be differentiating between the meanings of rubrics that have similar meanings. In this launch event, let's differentiate between brooding, dwells on past disagreeable occurrences, and absorbed, buried in thought. Absorbed and buried in thought means that someone is deeply focused on their thoughts and is not paying attention to anything else around them. They are so engaged in thinking about something like a problem, a memory, or an idea that they might seem distant or unaware of their surroundings. It's like being lost in your own mind. Dwells on past disagreeable occurrences means that someone keeps thinking about unpleasant or bad things that happened in the past. Instead of moving on or forgetting about those events, they repeatedly focus on them, which can make them feel sad or upset. It's like replaying a negative memory over and over in their mind.
Hey, you are not ready yet? Don't you want to go to the party? Come on, get up and get ready quickly. Your dad will be here any moment.
You all go and come back.
Daughter, it will take us a long time to get there. What will you do sitting here alone? I haven't even made any food.
It's okay, Mom. Anyway, I'm not feeling hungry.
Daughter, how long will you stay lost in your past? What happened was not your fault, right? Then how long will you keep punishing yourself? You have to forget all that. You need to start a new life. We are all with you.
What should I do, Mom? I can't get those old memories out of my mind, no matter how hard I try. What all did I think before the marriage? I had so many dreams. It's all over.
Listen to me. The more you think about the old things, the more troubled you will be. Listen to your mom. Come with us to the party. You will also get a change.
Brooding occurs when a person spends a lot of time thinking deeply about something, often in a sad or anxious manner. It may involve the repetitive dwelling on negative thoughts or feelings, which can leave the person feeling overwhelmed or depressed. Instead of seeking solutions or moving forward, the person who is brooding may simply focus on their problems or regrets. It is like getting trapped in a cycle of negative thinking. Brooding can relate to unpleasant events that happened in the past. It can be about something that is troubling the person in their current life, or it can also be related to something that may happen in the future.
I wish I had worked a little harder during the entrance preparation time. Then I would have been in an MBBS college today, where I had dreamed of becoming a surgeon, and here I am sitting with these organon.
Hey, what's wrong with you? You have already reached the 3rd year. Whenever I see you, you always talk about the same topic. Don't you think about anything else other than MBBS?
Mithali, it's 6 o'clock. Aren't you going home? Everyone has already left. I'm also leaving.
I have to go. There is no other option.
Why are you saying that? Is there a problem? Your face looks quite dull, too.
Nothing special, just the same daily hassle. Work in the office all day, and when I go home in the evening, my mother-in-law starts. She has made my life difficult. I don't understand what should I do with her.
Prakash, what will you take? I will have a chicken roll. Prakash, I am asking you something. Where are you lost? I've been noticing that you have become quite sad lately. What's the matter?
What should I say, man? I don't understand what to do.
Why? What happened?
You know the condition of my house. There is no guarantee for the job here. The job can be lost at any time. There are so many responsibilities. If this job goes away too, I don't know what I will do.
Why are you taking unnecessary tension? Don't worry, everything will be fine.
Nothing will be fine, man. These days, this thought keeps running through my mind day and night.
In the repertory, the rubrics that are presented in capital bold letters are referred to as the main rubric, while the rubrics that appear beneath the main rubric are known as sub-rubrics. The main rubric typically conveys a broader meaning, whereas the sub-rubrics provide a more detailed explanation. Understanding the distinctions in the meanings of these sub-rubrics is essential. During this launch event, we will explore the meanings of rubrics related to death. Rubric Death Desires refers to a feeling or wish that someone might have where they want to die or feel that they would be better off dead. This can happen for various reasons, such as feeling very sad, hopeless, or overwhelmed by problems. When someone has these feelings, they might think that death is a way to escape their pain or difficulties. It's important to understand that these feelings can be very serious, and the person may need help and support from friends, family, or professionals to feel better. What is this, Papa? You haven't slept yet. The doctor has forbidden you from staying up late, right? And we have to go for a checkup tomorrow morning as well. Come on, go to sleep now. We need to leave at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Daughter, look, I don't want to go for this checkup again and again. It's pointless, and you have to take leave every time for this. How many more years am I going to live? In fact, I wish that God calls me to Him as soon as possible. How long will I keep living as a burden on all of you?
Papa, you've started that nonsense again. Why don't you understand that we need you? We all love you. You always talk about dying whenever we see you. If you say such things again, just see I won't talk to you at all. Rubric Death Presentiment of is a feeling or sense that someone has when they believe that death is near or that they might die soon. It's like an intuition or a strong feeling that something bad is going to happen, often related to their own life. People who experience this might feel anxious, worried, or uneasy, even if there is no clear reason for it. Sometimes this feeling can come from a serious illness, a traumatic event, or just a general sense of foreboding.
Kunal, it's been a long time since I've seen you. Were you out somewhere for a trip?
No, at this age, we often go to just one place, and that is the hospital.
Were you in the hospital? Why? What happened?
What hasn't happened, you ask? Blood pressure, sugar, cholesterol. Everything is high. Nowadays, I have to take more medicines than food. It seems I don't have many days left. The curtain is about to fall very soon.
Why are you saying that?
I'm not joking. I have a strong feeling inside that there aren't many days left.
Rubric death sensation of refers to a feeling or awareness that someone has about death. This can include physical sensations, emotions, or thoughts that make a person feel like death is near, or that they are experiencing something related to dying. For example, someone might feel very weak, have a heavy feeling in their chest, or experience a sense of detachment from their body. They might also feel a deep sadness or fear about dying. How are you feeling now?
I'm feeling a little better. Oh God, when this asthma attack happens, it feels like I'm going to die.
Rubric death thoughts of means when someone thinks a lot about dying or what happens after we die. These thoughts can make a person feel worried, scared, or sad. Sometimes people might think about their own death, the death of someone they love, or just what it means to die.
Mahesh, what happened? Why do you look so troubled? What are you lost in thought about?
Nothing. I was just thinking that if God had given me a daughter, I wouldn't be alone in this old age. I have a son who doesn't even care whether his old father is alive or not. I can't even understand for whom I am alive. Sometimes I think about ending this life, a way to get rid of all the troubles at once.
Why are you saying that? Don't even bring such thoughts to your mind. Life is a gift from God, and only He has the right to end it.
To make learning easy, effective, and fun, we're excited to announce the launch of our first digital video magazine on classical homeopathy, which will be released every month on the 5th and 25th. Each issue will include plenty of learning materials, fun activities, and contests. We'll also feature a crossword puzzle based on rubrics in every edition, and members can participate through our website. Here's a sneak peek of one of the activities. Hello and welcome to the Rubric Crossword. In this activity, there are a total of 6 rubrics to guess. 4 rubrics are arranged from top to bottom, and 2 rubrics are arranged from left to right. For each rubric, a video will be shown that you need to watch carefully in order to complete the crossword. Log on to our website to watch these videos again and submit your answers. One winner will be selected for each activity. Good luck!
Priya told me about you just yesterday. What do you do for work?
Yes, Uncle. I am in an IT company.
By the way, how much do you earn?
I have a take-home salary of 45,000.
Just 45,000? That's less than Priya's pocket money. I don't know what Priya saw in you. Will you be able to keep Priya happy?
Yes, Uncle. We are ready to adjust.
Right now, you all will say this. And then every month you'll come to me with your hands out, asking for money.
Varun, listen. Should we order food from outside today? I don't feel like cooking. I'm feeling very tired.
What's new about that? At least 4 days a week, we order food from outside. It's pointless to say anything to you, so I've stopped saying anything. You're becoming so lazy.
Now let it go, Suresh. How long will you keep thinking about the same thing?
No, man, I can't tolerate this anymore. I have done so much for her. Last year, I had such a great opportunity to go abroad. At her request, I rejected that proposal. I spent more than half of my salary on her. I even had a fight with my family for her. And today she says that I am not of her status. Oh God.
Yes, Simi? Tell me.
Sir, I need a week's leave. My mother is not well. I need to take her to the hospital.
Simi? What is this? Last month your father was not well. This month your mother is not well. I cannot entertain such excuses every month. If you want to take care of your parents, then resign and go. Don't come to me with such requests in the near future. Got it? Now go and do your work.
Sorry, sir.
Is she telling the truth? How cruel I was to her. She must have felt very bad. I should not have spoken to her like that. Let me apologize.
Neeraj, it's 6 o'clock. Do you need to go home, or are you planning to sleep in the office today?
You go ahead. I will take some time. You know that this report has to be submitted to the boss tomorrow morning.
Everyone has to do that. Being so extra sincere isn't going to help you. Tomorrow, no one else will submit it except you.
Let the others handle their own work, but I need to complete the task assigned to me within the timeline. This is what we get paid for every month.
Now who will explain this to you? I'm leaving, bye.
Deepthi, can we go for a movie tonight?
But today is Nisha's party, right? Aren't you coming to the party?
No, I don't want to go.
Why, what happened?
You know she got the promotion not because of her work, but for flattering the boss. Just wait and see. She'll act like a queen in the office from tomorrow.
What are you saying? Nisha is not like that at all. Many of us feel that we cannot win a debate against an allopathic doctor or those who criticize or condemn our system. But the truth is that if we have good knowledge about our system, we can answer all their questions effectively. Not only that, but we can also pose questions to them that will leave even the best of them in a difficult position. In our bi-monthly video magazine, we have also included an AI-generated debate show called Health Matters, where we will discuss all the controversial topics related to homeopathy and surrounding issues, in the edition being released on the 25th. We are starting a discussion on a similar controversial topic. Is homeopathy a placebo therapy? In today's online launch event, let us show you a glimpse of it. Hello and welcome to the debate show Health Matters. I am Mansi Patel and I will be host of this show tonight. Today we have an engaging topic for debate about a system that is into controversies ever since its discovery. Yes, I am talking about homeopathy. Homeopathy is considered as a system of alternative medicine that was discovered by Dr. Samuel Hahnemann in the late 18th century. Ever since its discovery, it has been interfacing critics and allegations. One of the main reasons homeopathy is controversial is that its basic idea, like cures like, doesn't align with modern scientific theories. As a result, many consider homeopathy to be a pseudoscience that lacks a solid scientific foundation. However, in India, it is estimated that over 100 million people rely solely on homeopathy for their healthcare needs. This represents about 10% of the Indian population, making homeopathy a significant alternative medical system in the country. Now, let's get to today's topic. Is homeopathy a placebo therapy? Before we introduce our guest, let's take a look at this report. We have a group of esteemed homeopathic practitioners, Dr. Mukesh Gupta, Dr. Krutika Mittal, and Dr. Shilpi Menon. On the other side, we have Dr. Prakash Jindal, a senior general medicine practitioner, Dr. Garima Patil, a senior cardiologist, and Dr. Pratap Mehta, a senior medical researcher who has conducted extensive research on various medical topics, including the efficacy of homeopathic medicine. He will also share his insights and experiences with us tonight. To kick off the show, each speaker will have 1 minute to deliver their opening remarks. After everyone has finished, we will open the floor for debate and continue with the discussion of arguments. So first, let me start with Dr. Mukesh Gupta. Sir, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mansi, for having me on the show. I think today's topic, is homeopathy a placebo therapy, is a bit off the mark. The popularity of homeopathy in India shows that many people find it effective and trustworthy. With over 150 million people using homeopathy for their health needs, it's clear that it resonates with a large part of the population. Let's think about this. India has more than 200 homeopathic colleges that train many skilled practitioners. Plus, homeopathy gets strong support from the government, which recognizes its importance in healthcare. To say that homeopathy is just a placebo ignores the experiences of millions who have found real relief and healing through it. Even though some allopathic doctors are skeptical, homeopathy has not only survived but has also grown for over 200 years. Its increasing popularity shows that it is still relevant and effective today. If we use a little common sense, it's clear that homeopathy's continued success, despite challenges, isn't just about placebo effects.
Thank you, Dr. Mukesh Gupta, for your opening remarks. Now I wish to bring in Dr. Kruthika Mittal. Ma'am, you can make your opening remarks.
Thank you, Mansi. If you ask me about the topic, is homeopathy a placebo therapy? I must reject that idea based on the remarkable results I have witnessed in my short practice. It's a well-known fact that no matter how skilled we are or how good our decisions are, there will always be some people who oppose us. Often, this opposition stems from their own need for security or self-interest. We live in a democratic country, and it's not unusual to see political parties in opposition consistently challenging the decisions made by the ruling party. This is often about their own survival or desire for power. Those who have enjoyed a monopoly will naturally resist any threats to that monopoly. I understand the statement I am making, and I hope that during this show, we can convey to the public that the criticism of homeopathy is not due to a lack of scientific basis. Instead, the opposition we face is a sign of the threat that these so-called allopathic practitioners feel because of the growing popularity of homeopathy.
I must admit, the confidence on your face tells a lot than what you did in last 1 minute. You have ended your remarks by making a very interesting statement. We shall come to that, but for now, I wish to go to Dr. Shilpi Menon for her opening comments.
Thank you, Mansi. I would first of all like to quote a few lines from Lectures on Homeopathic Philosophy by J.T. Kent, which says, "We all are encumbered with tradition. Unbelief in new things is our strongest tendency. The tendency to ridicule what we do not understand is born in us." Now, I think these lines clearly explains as to why homeopathy has been facing critics and allegations. As we all know, homeopathy is known to produce remarkable results, even in cases that have been declared incurable by modern medicine. Instead of dismissing it by claiming it's just a placebo effect, an argument that I believe even skeptics realize doesn't hold much weight, we should come together to explore how we can effectively bring the benefits of homeopathy to the general public. My point is, if we are providing an alternative option for patients that is claimed to be more effective, safe, free from side effects, and affordable, then what is wrong with that? At the end of the day, the simple fact is that if the results we have achieved were merely placebo effects, homeopathy would not have survived for over 200 years.
It is indeed a very valid point you have made. Thank you, madam. Now, let me pass on this to Dr. Prakash Jindal, and let's listen to his opening remarks.
Thank you, Mansi, and a hello to all other co-panelists on this show. One of the main issues with homeopathy is that it lacks solid scientific evidence to support its claims. Many studies have shown that homeopathic treatments often work no better than a placebo, which is a treatment that has no active ingredients. This means that when people take homeopathic remedies, any improvement they feel may simply be due to their belief in the treatment rather than the treatment itself. The principles of homeopathy are also questionable. Homeopathy is based on the idea that like cures like, meaning that a substance that causes symptoms in a healthy person can be used to treat those same symptoms in a sick person. Seriously? Are you kidding? How can it even make any sense?
How can it even make any sense is what Dr. Prakash Jindal has to say. Definitely, we all need a clarity on a lot of things, which we shall take up once the debate is open. For now, let's go to Dr. Garima Patil for her opening remarks.
Hello, Mansi, and a hello to all other guests on this panel. Homeopathy may have many supporters, but it faces serious criticism for its lack of scientific backing, questionable principles, and potential risks to patients. The reliance on homeopathic remedies instead of proven medical treatments can be dangerous, especially for those with serious health issues. It is essential for patients to be aware of these concerns and to prioritize evidence-based treatments that have been shown to be safe. It is important to focus on methods that are supported by solid scientific research rather than those based on outdated ideas and beliefs. Homeopathy also contributes to the spread of misinformation about health. In a world where scientific evidence is crucial for making informed health decisions, promoting homeopathy can undermine trust in real medical science. This is particularly concerning during public health crises, such as outbreaks of disease, where relying on unproven treatments can lead to serious consequences.
Thank you, Dr. Garima, for your opening remarks. Now, let's go to the final guest on our panel before we open up this debate. Let's hear from Dr. Prathap Maitha.
Hello, everyone. In the medical field, well-established and scientifically proven methods are considered more reliable than treatments based mainly on beliefs. In my career, I have researched the effectiveness of homeopathic medicines, and I will share my findings in today's session. What I discovered is that the claims made by homeopaths around the world appear to be false and inaccurate. Clinically, these claims do not hold up, and any noticeable improvement is likely just a placebo effect. When you observe how homeopaths consult their patients, it becomes clear that their approach creates a feel-good effect. This helps build trust and belief in patients that the medicines they receive will actually work. However, the truth is that their medicines are diluted to such an extent that the final product contains no active ingredients from the original substance. Therefore, homeopathy is indeed a pseudoscience and lacks scientific validity.
Right then, we are now opening up this debate, and my first question is to Dr. Mukesh Gupta. Sir, on one hand, we have the modern science and advancements, which is still ongoing, and on the other hand, a system which was founded by a man on principles that doesn't go with the science. All these years of modern scientific advancements was made possible only because of the lifetime efforts of many scientists who have done a lot of research to contribute towards the growth of science. And science is still growing. So my question here is, when someone stands with homeopathy, do we mean to say that the efforts and hard work of all the others who have devoted their life for the growth of science has gone waste? How can one justify homeopathy denying all the modern advancements?
You have started with a very good question, and I would like to answer this question in a bit more detail, which is also necessary. First of all, the fact is that accepting homeopathy scientifically will not discard any research or conclusions made by modern science. Instead, it will expand their thinking a bit more, and it may be necessary to make some corrections to their existing laws, theories, and principles. However, we have never said that if homeopathy is scientifically accepted, then modern science and its scientific theories will become invalid. Nor are we criticizing the contributions of all those scientists who have dedicated their entire lives to scientific research. To be precise, science looks at things only from a materialistic perspective. while homeopathy examines things at a deeper, dynamic level. This means that two different people are viewing the same thing from two different perspectives, which is why there is such a significant difference in their understanding. I would like to give a small example, and I would request your production team to play a short video on the main screen for a few seconds. As you saw in this puppet show, allopaths and modern science are focused on explaining the dance of the puppet, while homeopathy is talking about the hands that are controlling the puppet from above. Now, moving on to the second point, regarding the question of whether the principles of homeopathy are outdated. Does everything that becomes old become outdated? There are many theories and laws that were established a long time ago and remain unchanged today, such as Newton's laws of motion, the theory of evolution by natural selection proposed by Charles Darwin in the 19th century, and the germ theory of disease formulated in the 19th century. So, what I mean to say is that anything based on truth does not change over time, and anything that keeps changing over time cannot be the truth. Over the years, many theories have come and gone, but homeopathy and its principles, which are based on truth, have neither changed nor will they ever change.
In the first part, we can show you only this much, but this debate is going to get even more interesting when the questions are sharp and the answers are precise. To watch this entire debate show along with many other interesting videos, subscribe to the Homeo Mirror digital magazine today. Homeo Mirror is a feast for all those who wish to sincerely learn the art of practicing classical homeopathy, a unique website that shall fulfill the need of each and every curious learner. Be it understanding the basics, organon, philosophy, aphorisms, or getting clinical exposure. Real cases, rubric understanding, Homeo Mirror is the all-in-one destination for every true learner. Digital library on Mind Rubrics from Kent's Repertory. Volume 1, covering 250 rubrics from the Mind chapter of Kent's Repertory, explained with the help of realistic 3D animations. Learn to differentiate between rubrics that have similar meanings, visualize different clinical representation of the same rubric, understand the core essence of a rubric. We have also brought for you first of its kind video magazine on classical homeopathy. 2 issues shall be released every month, first on the 5th of every month and second on the 20th of every month, both in Hindi and English. Each issue shall contain a lot of interesting learning materials, clinical exposure, and some fun-filled activities to make the process of learning interesting, like the rubric crossword activity we had shown in this launch event show, and also an engaging 3D animated debate show, Health Matters. All those who wish to subscribe can log on to our website, prabhathomeo.com, or make contact on 9778 140539. So now it's time to wind up this presentation. We hope you all must have enjoyed it, and we look forward for your presence in this wonderful journey of learning. We also thank you for giving us an opportunity to present this concept. So that's all from our end. Hope to see you all soon. Take care.